While owning a home can certainly be a wise financial decision, consider how renting can be an alternate path to financial independence. Hi, I'm Amber. Welcome to Flair. Both renting and owning a 3-bedroom home are significant financial responsibilities for U.S. households, with costs accounting for more than 1/3 of average wages in most major housing markets. But average rents still require a much smaller portion of wages than major homeownership expenses on 3-bedroom properties. According to Adam, a real estate data company, here are 5 reasons why renting is better than owning in 2024. Number 1, it's cheaper to rent if you prefer big city life. The financial sense of renting or buying depends a lot on where you prefer to live. According to an analysis by Realtor.com, in 45 of the 50 largest U.S. cities, renting is lower than buying a starter home. Despite rising costs, renting has become relatively more affordable than buying year over year. The top 5 cities where it was cheaper to rent versus buy in 2023 were Austin, Texas, San Francisco, California, Seattle, Washington, Boston, Massachusetts, and Portland, Oregon. In contrast, the top 5 cities where it was cheaper to buy versus rent in 2023 were Memphis, Tennessee, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, Birmingham, Alabama, St. Louis, Missouri, and Baltimore, Maryland. Number 2. Renting frees up time and money to grow your income.
On average, across the 50 largest United States metro areas, a typical renter pays about 40% less in rent than a first-time homeowner. However, that's not the case for everyone.
We'll be paying close to the same amount, but not have any of the amenities. It just makes more sense to make this move.
Though interest rates for mortgages are expected to decrease incrementally in 2024, the lack of real estate inventory will continue to keep affordable prices out of reach for many homebuyers. Lack of inventory is providing the support for high prices, but it's also making it super difficult for first-time buyers to enter the housing market. Unless there is a significant uptick in existing home listings or a surge of new construction hitting the market in 2024, housing inventory will continue to be a challenge, particularly in already densely populated cities with limited affordable land. But the good news is that if you are currently renting, the supply of new apartment buildings is increasing, helping to drop prices into the new year. 55 out of 100 cities analyzed saw rent prices drop since last year. Another 17 cities stayed relatively flat. Sunbelt cities in states like Texas, North Carolina, and Florida have all seen rents on 1-bedroom apartments drop between 5% and 11%. Older rental buildings now have to compete with brand new constructions offering modern amenities, such as free coffee, co-working spaces, and community-hosted events. If you're disappointed in not being able to pursue your homeowner dreams in 2024, it may still be a good time to find a better deal on your current rent or to upgrade to a better option without having to spend too much more. Number 3, you can save more time and money renting. Even if you do decide to buy a home in the future, another year of renting can offer you the convenience and time to explore other fun hobbies or entertainment. Thanks to selling our home and going back to renting the past 2 years, local shows and concerts and trying our area's best restaurants have been a short walk or rideshare away versus commuting 20 or more minutes from the suburbs. I initially intended to buy a home once our rental lease was up this year, but after enjoying the weekends with yoga and dance classes, during the times we used to mow the lawn and clean the house, I opted to put the buy decision on hold through 2024. Making this choice now versus teetering back and forth on whether to rent or buy has made my financial plan relatively simple next year. Rather than having my attention diverted toward real estate showings, I can take advantage of high interest rates on my savings and grow my investments for financial freedom in the future. Waiting another year may feel like a long time to put your homeowner dreams on hold, but continuing to rent during another unpredictable year may help you reach your financial goals faster in the long run. Number 4, student loan payments are back for many. The average federal student loan balance is $28,950, with about 43 million federal student loan borrowers who still have more than $1.6 trillion in outstanding student loan debt. In 2024, we'll begin to see how the return of payments affects American consumer spending and the economy overall, as people return to their normal spending patterns after the holidays. Though recently launched programs like the Saving on a Valuable Education Plan and the Loan Payment On-Ramp are expected to ease borrowers into repayment, the return of monthly payments is sure to strain already stretched budgets, particularly for millennials. Having coached dozens of individuals on personal finance, I recommend continuing to rent while paying down student loans. It lowers the chance of unexpected expenses that homeowners face, such as broken appliances, quick systems, and leaky roofs. If you're juggling student loans while saving money to buy a home, renting also can spare you the long-term stress of both financial responsibilities. Spend 2024 focusing on paying down as much of the student loans as possible, freeing up cash flow and peace of mind in the future. Number 5. By renting instead of owning, you're rich with time and money. Bankrate's recent financial security survey reported 74% of Americans consider homeownership to be of higher value than any other economic stability measure, including a comfortable retirement, a successful career, having children, and holding a college degree. Pride is often cited as one of the main advantages of homeownership, where you have the freedom to express yourself in your house more than in a rental. However, as a 25-year-old practicing early retirement after reaching my financial independence goal, not owning a home has been incredibly liberating. My parents eventually owned their home outright, but my father didn't retire from his corporate career until his 70s, and he had little time for hobbies. I didn't learn he loved hiking and seeing shows until he wasn't as physically capable to enjoy those activities. When my father passed away, I thought twice about whether or not I wanted to own my home or own my time early enough to enjoy it. Now that my husband and I are renting, there are no more do-it-yourself painting projects on a fixer-upper home, no more shopping for furniture to fill up rooms I barely ever use. My husband is over the moon that he no longer needs to mow the lawn weekly or power wash parts of our property every spring. Just this past year, I took stand-up comedy, dance, and acting classes with the time I used to spend maintaining my home. I don't feel as guilty spending on my health and wellness, and I get to come home from vacations without many chores. I'm not completely ruling out homeownership for me in the future, but while I'm in my prime years, I'm content to feel rich with time and not just money. Homeownership has long embodied the American dream, but for many, it isn't the most affordable option these days, or the one that ultimately makes the most financial sense. Thanks for watching. I'm Amber. Take care.